I'll admit, after those ads about the mysterious child and human blood, I begun to feel very antsy about my job at Craigslist. This site is location regulated, so none of the ads are going to be posted ridiculously far away from one or another, but the locations provided in the 2 prior posts were no more than 30 miles apart. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I feel like there has to be some sort of hidden pattern to those weird, incomplexable advertisements. The post I am sharing with you today, with the comparatively ridiculous title of Shared Living Environment, New House Wanted, is no exception. It was within a 30-mile radius between both of the previous ads, though once again, the phenomena presented here appears to be entirely different. This one was posted in the room/shared section, an easy way for would-be landlords to rope in some new tenants. While I initially found no clear reason to delete this ad, as zany as it was, it didn't necessarily breach any of our content policies. I received a stern email from one of my superiors advising me to do so, and I'll let you decide why that may have been. All potentially identifying information has been omitted for, well, my benefit. Hi everyone. Me and my buddy Trevor are college students renting rooms in a mid-sized suburban home in blank. It used to be us and our friend David, but he's not around anymore, which means a wonderful new living opportunity for you. We'd prefer it if you're enrolled at blank, because we'll have to do more talk about it. But since we only can afford this place at the rent being split 3 ways, pretty much anyone's welcome to try to come. Though we're college students, we don't tend to have house parties. The whole environment's pretty chill, aside the talking room. If you have cash and are cool with coming to an open house day to check out the room, then we'd be happy to get all the paperwork sorted out. You'll be staying in the talking room, a 17 by 15 high-ceilinged bedroom in the top corner of the house. Don't be put off by its name. It's just something David took to calling it while he lived here. And the name just kinda stuck. It got a nice ring to it, don't you think? Trev and I are cool guys too, very friendly, and easy to get along with. If you like Game of Thrones or watching football, tossing the good old pigskin around, chances are we'll have a great time together. Of course, you'll have to get plenty of time to know us when you come visit the house. Okay, I guess now is the time to address the elephant in the room. You probably have heard about what happened to our roommate, David, but let me tell you, all those news reports are grossly exaggerated. I mean, what can you expect from newspapers these days, other than a sensationalized headline and some airy bullshit? It's just how they sell copies in this internet age. People find it hard to get past the whole number 8 cannibal thing. It's true, David's tragic breakdown happened on a number 8 bus, but all he did was bite. He never actually ate any poor guy sitting next to him, and it wasn't a knife that actually gutted the guy's eye out. In fact, it wasn't even a screwdriver. The papers throw around maniac and tweaker all they like, but in reality, David was just this really nice guy. I promise you, he was such a good guy who never took meth or any of that shit. He just got into a very unfortunate situation. Not that I blame the cops for shooting him, though, and the man was out of control, and he was out of control. Nothing like that is gonna happen to you, though. I promise. It's just something that's better out of the way early on, so our friendship here isn't built on any pretenses. Besides, David took up smoking. We told him that the talking room wouldn't like that, but he said that, well, it would hurt him or something like that, but he doesn't really listen. You'll listen, though. I know you will. We both know that you're gonna learn from his mistakes, if you choose to stay here. See, the talking room is mostly harmless. It's very spacious. It can tolerate posters, wall art, and the TV at any volume. It just can't abide by smoking. The beauty of the talking room is that it's vocal, and it gives you plenty of warnings when you're doing something that it doesn't like. So far, we know it's mostly offended by smells rather than sights or sounds, so be sure to shower regularly. You don't want it to have a bad impression from your outset. David had learned to cope with the living in the talking room, but he got complacent. Kind of like keeping a tiger for a pet. He forgot that it's naturally a predator, and any moment that, well, you are not fulfilling its purposes or being curtsy, it could attack. I don't mean to sound all melodramatic here though, right? But you do need to notice stuff if you want to move in with us. Trev and I wouldn't want you to end up like David, or something as silly something as silly as a minor annoying habit. When you're moving into the talking room, you'll start to hear whispers in your head, like when you're wearing a inner ear headphone. It's important to note that you're not going crazy. It happens to everyone in the talking room, and eventually you'll just tune it out. It'll become like a white noise like everything else. Sometimes it'll vie for attention, speaking loudly and coherently. Sometimes it can be a little immature, throwing mean personal insults, intimidating voices of the loved ones, and dragging out nasty shit from the past. But you'll learn to ignore that too. Really, it's not that much of a problem. I know it sounds bad, but it's not. Honestly, the only thing you really need to remember above all else is to not close the door. The talking room will tell you to do it a lot, and boy, it can be persuasive, but you gotta trust us. We tell you that you should stay the hell away from that door. It's bad news. Whatever's behind it is even worse news than what Trevor was. The only person who ever opened that door was, well, actually, now I think about it, it was David. And an hour afterwards, he decided to board a number 8 bus. All that aside, though, we really appreciate if you consider living with us. We're cool guys, cool house, great neighbors, and I can guarantee many fun nights together if you're in need of a kind of housing we're offering here. Apply fast, because if the talking room gets lonely, whatever's in the closet might try to open that door too. Please don't contact us with any unsolicited offers or requests. Thank you very much.